not no terrorists. We're not no gangsters. We revolutionaries. And that's how we rock.
Yeah, man. Shit, yeah, man. Hey, man, it's Monday, man. It's Monday morning, Jack. It's Monday morning, man. If you tuned in right now, man, you are tuned in to R.O.E 2023, man. Split DTV in conjunction with HTX Current News, Watch Satellite News, man. Bringing you some news you can use, Jack. Hey, man, we got this breaking story, man. The story is hot. It's a hot story. It's a hot topic. It's all over the internet right now. Facebook, TikTok, IG, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. But, man, it had to come here to R.O.E and Split DTV in order for the world to get it and get it represented on the right form and the right tactics, man. Hey, man, we got a story for you guys today, man.
Big story,
man. Huh?
I say big story. Hey,
is it back over there talking? Speak there.
Yeah. Hey, we back in the Chi-Town. Bro. Boy, Chi-Town been hot this in 2023. Hey, man. Hey, Cal, this story here. Hey, we got people speaking on both sides of this story. People don't know. A woman got into an altercation with a young man. I don't know how old he was, but I'm assuming he's probably between 20 and 25. At the hot dog stand. Yeah, nigga, I said it. At the hot dog stand. I don't know what they was arguing about, but this the whole purpose. This nigga, I said purpose. I don't know what the fuck I said purpose for. But this nigga waiting in line for a hot dog, get into a verbal altercation with a female, loses his temper, tell this woman, say something one more time, and I'ma sock you. You know a woman gonna say something.
Right.
So this nigga I'm talking about this nigga cocking back, nigga, like a old school revolver, and cocked her 2 times. Bah, bah. But let me tell you something, nigga. He wasn't expecting that third cock, and that third cock ended his goddamn life. B-roll, nigga, B-roll.
Hey, no, hold on.
Get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Talking about what?
Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Hey, man. Then you just hear me say, pause, cameraman, before you B-roll. We got to go B-roll back, man, because I needed to say something. I need to add on to that what you was talking about, man. Now,
go ahead.
Listen, TV land. Here we are. It's a situation where, see, this is why when we're in these public settings, man, you go to these restaurants, you go out to eat, and you're in these public settings with your family, your kids, you know, this is what it has come to now, man. Now, here it is. This young lady was in a public setting going to get something to eat. This guy was in the public setting going to get something to eat. Obviously, they're in the same place. Now, instead of two African individuals being calm and modest to one another, one is a female and one is a male, first and foremost. Most women, you can't whoop a man, man. So why do women talk shit to men? That's first and foremost. But it's their option to be able to talk shit back if a nigga's talking shit to them or disrespect them. So it goes both ways. However, the point being is this, man. When do we stop this shit as a culture? When do we stop this shit amongst each other? Killing one another, beating each other up, going at each other with hate, nothing but hatred. We can't walk in a fucking public setting nowhere and see another brother suited and booted looking good and say, hey, bro, man, you rocking that shit. Or, hey, sister, you looking good. Them days over with. See, that's how we grew up. We grew up with that type of shit. You know, just people being modest and people being friendly. That shit it just seems like it don't exist no damn more, man. Especially when I used to go home and go back south. That was the whole sole purpose of me leaving the West Coast to go vacation, go home to Texas and go home to the Midwest and stuff like that. Because the people was different, bro. The people was different. People would speak to you. People would come out to help you. You know what I mean? If need to be, if you were stranded or something like that. And you're not used to that shit being in the big inner city and being on the West Coast. So I used to enjoy those type of things. But now it's like the shit that trickled around the whole globe to where people ain't even people no more, man. People not even people no more, Unc. They don't even, like, having no form of hospitality, no nothing. Everything is fucking hatred, man. So this makes no sense how this unfolded. And now here we are. It's two-sided. We have a dude who's dead, whose family is crying and mourning. He's gone. They not never bringing him back. We got a young boy, 14-year-old. He's dead. He's gone. He may be in prison for the next 15, 20 years of his life. 15, 20 years of his life. Yeah, he's going to get out. He's going to get a parole date. He's young. He's 14. He's going to get out. But who the hell at 14 want to lose their teenage years and their 20s years, man? Them is your young years of exploring and experimenting and trying to figure out who you are. Person don't want to lose them years in no damn prison system or no juvenile house system, man. So it's like, man, what do we do, TV land? What do we do to stop this shit like this, man? To stop this hatred like this, bro? What do we do, man?
I'm gonna tell you what we do. I'm gonna tell you what we do, bro. It's called respect. People don't respect each other no more, bro. Because the whole thing, bro, even though this lady was arguing with him, bro, if he was raised right, he would have walked away and he would have walked away and not even argue with the lady, bro. It takes two people to argue, bro.
Right.
You feel me? And you're supposed to be man enough to walk away, especially not to put your hand. I've been in situations, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the same thing, but you've been in situations with females where they clobbering us, hitting us. But guess what, bro? I ain't never put my hands on them, bro. You feel me? I ain't never put my hands on them, no matter, cause it's just the way we was brought up. So this whole thing could have been avoided if this young man would have walked away. Because we all know women gonna talk, women gonna get the last goddamn word, bro. You feel me?
Right. But you gotta understand something though, too, though, the way we was brought up, a lot of guys was brought up in essence to where you're right. You're not supposed to put your hands on a woman under no circumstance. But then you got to understand the world we live in. Everything has changed and transpired differently to where females are handled differently. They're not handled the way they used to be back in the days. So they're handled differently, just like they handle men differently. They don't respect men. They don't respect guys. A lot of them don't respect guys enough to just walk away. That's why they run their mouth and bump their gun and act like they're tough shit. And then soon something happens, they're going to call the police. Then why even do that shit? That don't make no sense to Wolf. Then you're going to go call the white folks. And it don't make no sense for him to respond back on a negative level at all neither. So it's a no-win for no party, bro. For the man putting his hands on a woman, it's not right, bro. And I've been down that path my damn self, to be honest. You know what I'm saying, me? So the shit is not good. It's not healthy for us as a man. It is not good, bro. And then it's not healthy for them as a woman to be able to be getting down with a man like that. So nobody wins, bro. Everybody loses.
That's true.
And in this case, it's a straight major loss for everybody around the board. The lady who's in prison now for texting your son and telling your son to bring the pistol and come in here, this nigga talking shit to me. The 14-year-old boy who really didn't want the funk, really didn't want the problems. He was in his own little world sitting in that car. He came in there. He seen his mother in distress. He seen his mama getting socked out. So he did what any 14-year-old better do. Pull that thing out and get to work, man. Get the knocking. That nigga beating your mama up, man. Get the knocking. So we can't knock that for the little boy doing his thing. Yeah, and a lot of people say he's a hero. He's only heroic for that moment, man. Let's not tag this as a hero or heroic situation overall, you guys. It's responsibility intact with this shit. And the responsibility was the mother was never, ever, ever supposed to put that little boy in that type of situation, bro. The mama was supposed to shut her mouth, get away from that crazy nigga that said, I swear on God, nigga, you say one more thing, I'm gonna sock you. Oh, hey, you know what? Go and get your hot dog, sir. Let me step my ass on over here out the way. Or let me step over here and call my husband then, nigga. You want to fight somebody, nigga? Let me call my brother my husband. That's what she's supposed to be saying to the nigga. not constantly woofing and barking on this nigga and texting your son to come get in trouble. That's the part that I can't condole with. That's the part I can't give an agreement with, bro. She was supposed to handle this situation overall differently because she was in control of the situation for real, because it created behind her and this idiot. Now, this idiot gets nothing. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no I can condole with what he did. He was right. It was right. No, this motherfucker gets nothing. He gets exactly what happened to him. Now, condolence to the family down there, man, for they lost. But y'all lost is stupidness. And y'all know this. At some point, we got to be grown adults, man, and we got to be fucking responsible. That loss for that family came from true stupidness. He did not have to do what he did to that woman, man. That man beat on that woman, bro. It wasn't no one punch. That nigga socked that woman out like a dude, man. And the nigga angry was so anger because y'all arguing and standing in line arguing, and both of y'all finna get some bullshit, ragged ass, poison ass hot dogs. Both of y'all finna eat some poison, and y'all arguing.
Them hot dogs must be good as fuck.
I wouldn't give a fuck how good they are. All this shit is tampered with in the world nowadays that we live in now, man. Y'all know that. Unless that restaurant is a black-owned restaurant and they growing them damn hot dogs. Yeah. They got their own poultry in the backyard where they slaughter their own meat, real meat. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. This shit is poison, man. The world is poison.
But still, they must be some good-ass hot dogs, though.
Had to be good when nigga lose his life,
Yeah. Hey, so I got news coverage over this story too.
Let's B-roll. Oh, wait. 1 second, huh? 1 second before we B-roll. Hey, and also, man, shout out, man. You've been tuned in. You tapped in, man, on R.O.E 2023, man. Split DTV in conjunction with HTX, Current News, Watch Satellite News, man. Hey, yeah, man. We got the news, man. They let Boosie out, man. They went on and granted his bail in San Diego, huh? They went on and granted his bail, man, gave him a bail. Hey, let's see what happens, man, with the federal situation. Let's see if he still had his hanger hanging over his head, you guys. I mean, don't nobody wish bad on nobody. So we want to put that out there real quick because we know we've seen a lot of little Boosie comments come over here and on our shit, man. You feel me? Hey, man, we just do what we do. We commentate. It's an opinion. We voice our professional opinions, man, as bloggers, as commentators, man, like all everywhere else do, like a whole lot of others do, man. So, hey, man. It is what it is. They let the man out. Okay, cool. Now, the question is, will he stay out? Can he stay out? And will he stay out, man? That's the question. So, hey, Boosie, they let you out, man. Keep your shit right and clean, young nigga. Get back on points. Get back on point and get back on post with your program of life, man. And don't let them white folks set you up, man. Don't let them entrap yourself, man. And don't you entrap your damn self, man. On that note, man, let's B-roll to this situation right here, man. Hey, breakdance, you got to hold up, man. I'm on my EP live, so I can't bring you in right now, breakdancer.
A mother accused of ordering her son
Bring
to
that volume up,
murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth?
Yeah, not only that, mom, who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders, is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant,
hey, pause
while the co-defendant was still.
Hey, A1, hey, man, this ain't looking good for the mama, man. I'm going to be straight with you. As an ex-criminal, man, an ex-felon, you know what I mean, being on that side of life, man, and then knowing the jurisdictional system, man, as a paralegal, man, and being pro-perb, fighting 2 life cases and giving that shit back to them white folks, This case does not look good for the mother. We can chant, we can march, you can preach all day long, TV land, free the mama, free the boy. Listen, righteous is righteous, man, and right is right. She was in violation, and she has to be held accountable. That boy was in violation, 32 years old, and he had to be held accountable. His death is his accountability. And now she has to go to prison. If anything, I feel the boy should get some help. The boy should go to juvenile hall for a couple of years and then seek help. If anything, the only one should be set free is that little boy, because that little boy was put in a position of pressure. He was placed under pressure, extreme pressure by his mother, not by the dude who was beating his mother up, but by his mother, because his whole movement was to help my mom or come in here and see what my mother talking about, what's going on. So when that little boy walked to the door, you see how he couldn't even yank the thing out. He was so hesitant. Then he finally got it off. Then he yanked it, and then he let off. But he couldn't get it out his hoodie. So that lets you know he's not an aggressive little kid. He's not some kid that normally shoot guns. You can tell by his demeanor and his body language. So he's not some kid that's used to shooting guns, man, or just shooting somebody or shooting a human. So let's get that understood right now. He's not a killer. This is a young, innocent kid placed in a situation of pressure based on his parent, man. And I feel that's not right. She took her son's life away from him. If anything, woman, why didn't you take your ass on outside? Oh, you gonna hit me? Oh, you say you gonna sock me? Hold on, nigga. Walk your ass outside and go get that thing and walk back in there and bluff on the nigga or slap him upside the head with your pistol. It's too many ways she could have dealt with the situation to avoid prison for her and her son, Unc. Let's B-roll, man.
Shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
Right there. She didn't give him a case. That's premeditated, bro. That's premeditated within itself. She drew a case, huh? They not getting out. I'm sorry to tell the public. I hate to bust y'all bubble. You can scream free the mama, free the dad, free the little brother, all you want. They not going nowhere, man. Sad to say. And the little boy is just he's catching it worse. That's who I feel sorry for, because he's only doing what his mom structured him to do. That's it. He's only doing what she structured him to do. So I feel sorry for him, man, not her. She a grown-ass woman and look like she feisty and got that kind of shitty attitude. So she's a grown woman who could deal with the situation. Totally different, huh? Totally different. And now she done lost herself and her son. But the killer part was this. You structured an overkill, lady. Once you shoot somebody, boom, and the person run or they fall, and you boom, 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 boom. That's considered over. You went overkill. So once the little boy shot him, boom, and now his adrenaline is flowing. But he listened to his mama voice in the back of his head. Kill him, get him some more. Boom, he takes the boy outside, shoot him again. So now the little boy is under control. He's like a fucking living robot under his mother's power. That ain't him. That's his mama talking in the back of his subconscious mind. Get him, kill him. Hey, okay, now turn the gun on this bitch. Shoot that hoe too, because she a witness. She's seen everything. Oh, no, moms. You can't do that on camera. That's premeditated. The jury gonna eat you up, lady. They're gonna tear a hole in your ass. They're gonna feel sorry for you, but you're about to go do some time. I wouldn't put it past if the defense attorney who takes on their case walk away with her with an involuntary manslaughter. That's the closest that she gonna get as far as any leniency of time, based on the fact it's a 14-year-old involved, and then the public is so heavily behind this because of what this stupid, well, I don't want to even call this dude out his name because his family took a loss. Well, because this dude's ignorance of what he did and not controlling himself and his anger, now everybody loses all the way around the board. Everybody. Let's B-roll, huh?
Prosecutors say the hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness, who is also the victim's girlfriend. Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both, we're told, did surrender themselves to police yesterday. We're also told that Hood, the woman charged in this, the mom charged in this, also had a FOID card herself and was licensed to conceal carry. Reporting live, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
Now, you see that, Unc?
Yeah,
that was her gun. See, that makes it even worse, Unc. That was her gun. She got a license, carry, seal, permit. She had every right to go out there and pick that pistol up and put it back in her purse and walk in that restaurant and stand there and go, hey, look, sir, I'm going to give you fair warning on God. Keep talking, man. You run up and put your hands on me, sir. It's going to be hot in this son bitch. Yeah. Pull that motherfucker out and stand in line and get her food. She didn't have to handle it this way, man. She could have walked away from that ignorant dude, man, while he was on his rant, of anger. Come on, man. Hey, women out there of America. When you're in a situation, something like this in the public, and you see the aggression of a man, you see the aggression in his eyes, read the body language. Stop running your mouth and bumping your gums like that, man. Because every guy ain't going for that shit, bro. It's a lot of dudes out here don't care. They don't care. They ain't tripping on this woman shit and respecting women, man. Niggas gonna be niggas. So y'all got to be careful on how y'all running y'all mouth. And then fellas, come on, man. We not being real men, man, if we got to resort to the fact of beating the shit out of a woman, man. Straight up. If we got to do that to a woman in the public, bro, just because she running her mouth, yapping her mouth, bro, at some point we got to be man enough, strong enough mentally, bro, and physically to say, you know what, bitch, I know. Matter of fact, hey, you got an uncle? Because this is what I do to females. When I'm in a situation like that, when I run into somebody in the public, which is very rare, but I have been in them situations. I was in a matter of fact, just share this real quick. I was in a Domino's one time. This was about 7-8 months ago. And the manager, she looked like she was a butch or a lesbian, but she's black, a sister. First thing she do when I come in there and get my order, and I'm talking to the people who took my order, who messed my order up, instead of her being professional and come to my aid and say, hey, how can I help you, sir? What's going on? First thing she do, she jump in with that sassy shit, that nigga shit. So now off top, I'm stopped talking to the little Mexican kids. Now she done drew her attention to me now because the way she talking to me. Hey, hold on, sister. You talk to the wrong person. I don't give a fuck. Now, she going one. I say, hey, check this out, boo-boo. I don't get out like that. You got a father, you got a daddy, you got uncles, you got brothers. Get on the phone, call one of your brothers, your motherfucking uncles. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here for 15, 20 minutes. Right here. Get on the phone and call some goddamn body. Oh, you ain't said nothing. She got on her phone. Act like she calling somebody. I stood my ass right there for about 20 minutes waiting to whoop some ass, nigga. If it was going to be a male going to pull up, he was going to catch it. Or nigga, you was going to have to kill me or pull your gun out or whatever. But just to show you how fast we can put ourselves in situations. I myself didn't even take the moment to think, what if this nigga pull up and he got a gun? And I'm ready to get down. I'm ready to shoot these knuckles with a nigga. Nigga ain't finna fight me. Pull out my shit. Nigga see all nigga cut up, swole, big neck, shoulder ass nigga, strong. Nigga ain't gonna want to fight me. They gonna want to shoot me, kill me. I ain't thinking on that level though, because I don't give a fuck. I'm a fighter, nigga. I'm an aggressive nigga. When it come down to me protecting myself and my defensive mechanism, I'm aggressive as a motherfucker. I'll be the first to admit, nigga. So you got to bring it to me. You got to really, really bring it, nigga. So I had to really, really start sitting back and checking myself. That's when it comes down to my alter egos. That's one of my egos that I had to learn how I had to start checking, bro, because I didn't put my kids in a position like that. I put my baby in a position like that. One time me and her moving. I remember a time me and baby, we moving. We on our way. We leaving from one house to we going to another place, to our other place on the other side of the valley. I'm telling her. Now I'm getting ready to tail off, and she's going one direction. I'm going one direction. A nigga cut her off and sped in front of her, and damn near could have made her have an accident. Oh, nigga, I went berserk. I chased that nigga down, and me and that nigga finna go at it in the middle of the highway. This the 138, Pure Blossom. She screaming on me and hollering at me, telling me, get in the car, babe, go leave. Don't worry about it. I'm like, fuck that. This nigga could have killed you. The moral of the story was she was basically trying to protect me from going to jail. or protect me from the possibility, baby, you don't know if that nigga got a gun on him or what. You see the coward didn't want to get out the car and fight you, and you walking up on this nigga truck. You done parked your truck, jump out your truck, literally, and you running in the middle of the street of the highway trying to go get this nigga. Think, babe. This is what she told me. So it was like, bro, that was an eye-opener for me. And she was right. And even though I pulled away that day, I was mad at her. I was argumentative about it with her. I called her on the phone. I was fussing. I was cussing. But at the same token, she broke it down and expressed to me and explained it to me. Why? Because I'm thinking, how you going to choose that nigga side or like you choose the side? I'm protecting your ass. Baby, listen to what you're saying. It wasn't nowhere near I was choosing sides, no nothing. I'm trying to protect you. I don't want to see my baby go to jail. I don't want to see my man go to jail behind some dumb shit. Yeah, he cut me up. Yeah, and I get it. You was protecting me. You was looking out for me. But now I'm protecting you because I know your anger and I know your temper. So the moral of the story was, bro, another wise moment that I had to wise up and accept my own responsibility and accept my own accountability for my actions. Moral of the story, man. Let's B-roll, huh?
I think that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's
so,
it.
Yeah,
that's it on the news cover.
Hey, listen, you guys, you drop your comments. Drop your comments. Leave your comments, man. Let us know how you feel about this, because there's a lot of people. This video is viral. It's surfacing all over the internet. And a lot of people have different opinions. They voice different opinions. Matter of fact, let's pull up this clip right quick so I can read off of this clip of someone had left on a comment. Y'all tapped in, you buzzed in right. The R.O.E 2023, man. Spliff D TV, HTS Current News, Watch Satellite News, man. Bringing you some news you can use, Jack. Hey, man, we over here getting it in, man. It's your favorite YouTube twins, man.
Which comment? What comment you talking about?
The first, the paragraph when I told you we read off. The one someone had texted in or made a comment about the little boy's a hero and the lady should be set free.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Meanwhile, right here we got Q Peace. He say perfect example of how a lot of us black men have lost their lives simply over a female not staying in her place, starting confrontation with a grown man and getting other people involved. Exactly right, man. Exactly right, man. Right, the treehouse. What it do?
All right, so this was a Facebook post comment.
Okay.
It said PSA that 14-year-old kid is not a hero. He's a victim. He's a victim sitting in them white folks jail probably 23 hours a day. Ain't talked to his mama. All kinds of people interviewing him. Lawyers, doctors, therapists, pastors. List goes on. He don't know who to trust. Probably ain't never been away from his family in his life. We've been away from it. Man, boy, this boy writing is horrible. We talking about a kid that was forced into a life-altering split decision. His brain can't even fully understand how much trouble he's in. I'm sorry, I don't want my child sacrificing their life for mine. And I get it, blah, blah. He did what he had to do. He helped his mom. Now the real question is, how's she gonna help him?
Whoa, that was powerful. That was powerful, huh? I mean, basically what he's saying right there on that statement is, and I'm in total agreement. If you think about it, TV land, put yourself in that situation as a male or female. Put yourself in that situation. Would you right there at that moment get on the phone and text your son and say, bring the gun in here, this nigga talking shit? Or would you take yourself out of the equation and go to the car, retrieve your weapon, put your weapon in your purse, and walk back in calmly and just stand in line, still trying to avoid the situation? Because now only thing in your mind is, let me protect myself just in case this fool want to act a fool for real. That's the way it should have been handled. Period. Point blank, bottom line. There's no other way around this. There's no other way you can defend this. She was in violation the way she handled her situation. That dude was definitely in violation the way he handled the situation and handled her. Period. Totally in violation, man. So again, there's a loss all the way around the board for both parties. Him to his family, and her to her family, and her son. Like the young man just said in the statement, the little boy sitting up in a cell somewhere 24 hours a day now, man, lost. Not really, it haven't probably even sank in yet and soaked in and made him really realize that, hey, man, I got to spend the next 15, if not 20 years of my life here, 5 years of my life here in juvenile, and then going on to prison. Hey, man, you've been struck by lightning bolt, man. R.O.E 2023, man. Drop them comments, man. We need to know, man. Drop them comments, everybody. Drop them comments. Let us know how you feel, man. What would you do if you were in a situation like this and you were a mother? You were a mother and your son was with you. What would you do? How would you handle this situation? Would you jeopardize the life of your son and jeopardize your life, or would you handle this accordingly as a woman? That's the question. Would you handle this accordingly as a real woman, man? And what makes a real woman a woman at a point like this is standing down and knowing her position. I ain't got no win with this guy, and he sounds like he's ignorant and he want to act real crazy. So let me step back and be a woman. Let me not act like a bitch. Let me not act like one of these rowdy bitches and talk some shit. Let me step back and be the woman that I am and the mother that I am. That's the question. So y'all drop y'all comments and let us know, man. Hey, man, y'all talk to us, man. We talk back, man. We talk
and
back.
That go both ways, Cap.
Just like
you said about the ladies being a woman that they supposed to be. Also, the men got to act like the men they supposed to be.
Right. Righteous on that, man. Good looking out for that slack, man. Yeah, righteous on that, dude. Righteous on that, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This nigga ain't gonna be dude to me. I'm gonna dude his ass back.
Hey, so look here, man. Hey, look here, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. We'll be coming back at you this week sometime, man. Bring you some updated BET reports, man. Seeing what's going on amongst the inner city, man. See if anything jumped off in my city, man, during the weekend, man. Hopefully, we don't have no negative reports to bring to you guys. Thus, so far, from all the reports that I have received over the weekend, it wasn't too much going on. A lot of people had, was doing a little partying here and there, and a few people had fun, man, where they went, but no tragedies to my accountability right now, man. So let's stay tuned and we'll see what happens. See if we have to report something this week, man, based on the BET weekend, man. Otherwise, man, seemed like the younger generation, man, they had a ball, they had fun out here, and doing their thing, man. It's y'all era. It's y'all time, man. So a lot of us vets, we weren't even at the BET Awards this year, man. We've been doing this shit for 20 years, man. I done been to BET Awards for a whole decade straight, bro. That shit gets boring and tiresome to me, my nigga. If a nigga ain't getting the check and we ain't hitting that stage, man, in the Staples Center, nigga, then I fuck that shit. You feel me? Straight up, man. I ain't never been a groupie. I ain't never been one as a groupie. I push his line and go in and network and handle my business wherever I'm going. So if the invites ain't there, nigga, I ain't going. Period. If my company ain't getting the invites, then nigga, we don't go. We don't go where we ain't invited, man, where we ain't welcome, man. On that note, man, hey, we hope everything was a blessed weekend this weekend in LA, man. We hope everybody who flew into our town, flew into our city, man, you made it in and you made it home safely, went back to your era safely, man. Hey, man, you over here, man, messing with the two dynamic dudes, man, the YouTube twins, man. We always getting it in over here, Jack. On that note, man, we getting ready to spaz up out this joint, man. Yeah, we finna spaz on up out this joint, man. But please, leave your comments on this topic today, man. This topic today, this subject today, man, is a situation about a young lady and her son who was put under extreme pressure. And the son had to make a split decision, man. What's your comment? Would you do that to your child? Or would you handle the situation the same way, man? On that note, man, y'all see them horns, man. Y'all see them damn horns, man. With that mighty W, collaboration. Watts. We are taught to survive. And we out this bitch. Yeah.